guys, welcome to the channel. Today is the next episode of the True Paranormal Experiences. So this one is about my father again. He had arrived at a very old house one morning. It was about a 16th century house, and he was in charge of this massive renovation, and he had to make it successful. He went to try and get into the property, and the key he had just wouldn't work. He contacted the bosses, and they didn't have a clue what he could do, and nobody had any way of entering the property. And someone's great suggestion was to break a window, but that really wasn't a great idea. So my dad decided to get a ladder and get in through a window upstairs. So my father climbed up and he managed to open the window. So while he was up there, they said, can you get in? Yeah, it'll all be good. But all of a sudden, he was told that he just disappeared through a window. He said he just felt like he was dragged through the window about 100 miles an hour. He ended up landing on the floor, damaging his nose, which he now has a permanent scar where he was dragged through this window, because obviously the window glass had sliced open all his face. So whatever or whoever it was, he was 100% sure it was something that was supernatural and from the paranormal world. Dad was told after this happened that all his fellow work colleagues who were at the bottom of the ladder, all they saw was him go to the top of the ladder and then literally just get dragged through the window, just suddenly dragged through a closed window, hence why he did have a damaged face. And subsequently, my dad decided that he wouldn't continue with the job on that particular property, so somebody else took over, and he never ever went back to that house anymore. My father and a childhood friend were working on conversions, and one day they were asked to convert an old property the elderly lady once owned, but had sadly passed away. They used to tear the house apart and redo and repair the internal part of the property. They had about 2 or 3 to do, one after the other, and all of these old houses had strange perfume smell, and everywhere they went, the perfume smell used to follow them. When they finished the first property, the perfume smell was still there. When they went to the next conversion after a day, the same perfume smell was back, but in a different property. And between them, they decided to name the smell Eleanor. And they both decided that perhaps if we name it, it won't hurt us. So when that job was finished, and then they finished the last one, exactly the same perfume smell was all over the house. When my dad went to do another couple of jobs on his own, the smell followed him, and then all of a sudden the smell petered out and it was never smelt again by any of them. So was that particular spirit from the very first house following them to all of the properties and then attached itself to my father and then moved to his independent jobs? I don't think we'll ever know. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care.